Vi aspettiamo dalle 13 alle 14. L'angolo dell'esperto.
Small Talk with Sophie Bennett
and Sean Bell. Good morning and welcome to Small Talk. It's Friday. It's Friday, Poptastic 80s Day.
Crash landing.
There's so much negativity around. Today we're going to make it fun and we're going to look back at a period of great music.
Yeah, great optimism as well. The 80s was a real optimistic period, as far as I remember anyway. From
Was
London.
that because we were at university?
That's because we were young and free and bright and looking ahead. No, it was a more optimistic period, I think, the 80s.
Mm-hmm. Do you think we're much more cynical now?
Cynical.
Cynical.
Cinecittà.
Cynical.
No, cynical. Cinismo. Cinico.
Ah, cinico.
Cinecittà.
No, quella è cinese.
Oh my God.
Cynical.
Cynical is the word we're looking for.
This is wordplay.
Cinico. That you are bad person, as a bad.
You always look at the negative side.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cinico.
So always look on the bright side of life.
Da-da.
Didum,
Monty
didum,
Python,
didum.
who are reforming.
They are well, they've promised to do a performance, haven't they?
Yeah.
Revamping some old stuff per quelli. Non so, non sono così conosciuti in Italia. Monty Python. Maybe, yes, in fact,
Monty
Sylvia.
Python Flying Circus.
Monty Python. John Cleese? No, neanche.
Magari io non li conosco.
Yeah. Comunque, Monty Python is a very, very famous comedy group that formed in Cambridge University in the 1970s, probably.
Earlier.
Even earlier.
Earlier in the
1960s.
60s. Yeah.
Ok, comunque grande gruppo di comici inglese, molto molto intelligente anche, senza durismo.
Very surreal, the humor.
Yes, surreale e alternativa, very very original.
And a huge influence on British comedy.
Absolutely, yeah. So they are reforming. Saranno facendo un.
So there's all this kind of nostalgia around at the moment. All this kind of looking back. Do you think?
Nostalgia looking back. Oh, yeah. Also because the people from the 70s and the 80s are coming back. Ci sono tutti queste comebacks. David Bowie, Rolling Stones. Who else? Help me.
Patti Smith this year.
Patti Smith.
Yeah.
Allora forse c'è proprio un richiamo, una richiesta per quell'epoca.
Sì.
They're feeling
Vintage.
Yes.
It's very
vintage.
fashion. It's very fashion to be vintage.
Vintage.
Very trendy.
Yeah.
Trendy.
Yeah. Forse per riempire qualche vuoto che adesso in questo periodo non si producono.
Sophie, non si dicono queste cose.
No.
Sennò poi le persone diventano consapevoli dei problemi che hanno.
Let's pretend, shall we? Facciamo finta.
Well, we're looking at a golden era of pop music. We're looking at the 80s, and we're looking at specifically British music from the 80s today.
Oh, jolly good.
I don't know if we next week we want to do American music from the 80s. I don't know. We'll ask our listeners.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to commercial, but if you're out there, send us some your responses on Facebook. What's your favorite 80s song?
Pubblicità.
Radio Stella Città.
Rimanete con noi.
Stay with us. Restez avec nous.
Radio Stella Città.
Centro Stampa Romano, le migliori tecnologie di stampa per quotidiani e periodici, in rotativa, colori e bianco e nero, per qualsiasi tiratura, per tutti i progetti grafici, passo dopo passo, ideazione e realizzazione di qualsiasi tipo di prodotto editoriale. Centro Stampa Romano, siamo a Roma in via Alfana 39, perché l'editoria da noi è di casa.
Se stai cercando l'armonia e il benessere, ora lo puoi trovare a Civitavecchia, in via Apollodoro 100.
Erboristeria Armonia, della dottoressa Fabiola Pietroni.
Erboristeria Armonia, in via Apollodoro 100. Per info 366 10 70 836.
Regalati un mondo di benessere.
ore 14 lezioni di inglese, poi una bella nuotata in piscina, alle 16 appuntamento dal parrucchiere, ore 18 alle terme con massaggio rilassante, prima di una cena romantica al ristorante, poi un bel film al cinema o in Blu-ray.
Ma dai, non è possibile!
Certo che è possibile, compro tutto su Civ on Sale.
Spendi poco e goditi la vita con i coupon di Civ on Sale. www.civonsale.it.
La radio che c'è in diretta, Radio Stella Città, in FM e web.
Once upon a time when we were friends, I gave you my heart, the story ends. No happy ever after, now we're friends. Wish upon a star if that might help. The stars collide if you decide. Wish upon a star if that might help. What's it like to have loved and to lose her touch? What's it like to have loved and to lose that much? Well, I hope and I pray that maybe someday you'll walk in the room with my heart. Add and subtract, but as a matter of fact, now that you're gone, I still want you back. Remembering, surrendering, remembering that thought, all of my heart. Spilling up in silk and coffee lace, you hook me up, I rendezvous at your place. Your lipstick and your lip gloss seals my face. Sentimental powers might help you now, but skip the hearts and flowers, skip the ivory towers. You'll be disappointed and I'll lose a friend. No, I won't be told there's a crock of gold at the end of the rainbow. Or the pleasure and pain, sunshine and rain might make this love grow. But I hope and I pray that maybe someday you'll walk in the room with my heart. Add and subtract, but as a matter of fact, now that you're gone, I still want you back. Remembering, surrendering, the kindest guts, the cruelest part, all of my heart. Yes, I hope and I pray that maybe someday you'll walk in the room with my heart. And I shrug and I say that maybe today you'll come home soon. Surrendering, remembering, surrendering that heart, all of my heart.
From 1982, the album was called The Lexicon of Love. The band is ABC, and that was All of My Heart. Do you remember that?
Well, I do remember them anyway. Didn't they have all those flicks in their hair?
Hair flick. Everyone had a hair flick. Even I did, which is hard to believe now.
Yeah. And Lady Diana did as well, because she was Lady Di at that time.
And everyone was going to their hairdressers with a photo of Lady Di and saying, "I want to look like that."
That's right, Lady Di. And the flicks were flicks on quel stile di capelli che si faceva, tipo la frangia accanto che era tutto con
la gelatina.
Con la gelatina, quella parte che quando soffiava il vento si muoveva, no? Così, era così.
La mitica onda.
That's it.
Onda però incollata.
Which is different from a quiff, which goes back on itself.
Yeah, this is called, in English it's called a flick.
Flick.
They were flicks. Yeah, and you put your hairspray on.
It's very kitsch.
Yeah,
I think it was very kitsch.
But you never know, it could come back. Siccome vengono, tornano indietro tutti questi modi che ne so. Next year ci sarà Silvia con i flicks.
We'll see Sylvia with a flick.
No, uccidetemi, kill me. And maybe also le spalline.
Shoulder pads.
That's really 80s.
Yeah. In fact, I was looking for a photograph of Lady Di with these flicks, and she had these enormous shoulders as well.
And Dynasty, the TV show Dynasty, they had enormous shoulder pads on
Was
that.
that Joan Collins?
Joan Collins, Linda Evans.
That's right. And JR? No, that's Dallas.
No, that was Dallas.
That was Dallas. Yeah. It's power dressing, wasn't it?
Power dressing, shoulder pads.
Power for the women, perché c'era anche questo fatto dei donne in carriera, no? Women in career.
Yeah, Working Girl, 1988.
That's right. Yeah. And what about the Sheena Easton song? Was it in the 80s? Or was
of
that
course, Sheena Easton was a big star in the 80s with a 9 to 5.
She was at home, 9 to 5, but that was her baby. It wasn't her, was it? No, she was at home doing the hoovering.
Yeah.
I think in that
song. My baby takes the morning train.
Yeah, that was pre-power for the women, I think.
Exactly. We're talking about the fabulous pop music of the 80s, and we're asking you out there in Facebook land to write in and tell us what your favourite 80s songs are. We've had a couple of replies already, Sylvia.
Yeah. We have Luca that wrote that final countdown.
The final countdown.
Also Emanuele Bradocuomo. Emanuele Bradocuomo è il suo Nick Came. Come si dice? Nick Came, giusto? Pure lui ha detto The Final Countdown degli Euro.
There's a majority vote.
But PG.
Yeah.
Our followers.
Our loyal, nostro fedele seguace.
Ha detto che vorrà stupirci e ha scritto Joan Jett, I love
rock and roll.
Oh, yeah.
Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. Yes, it was number 1 in 1982 for months and months and months.
Yeah. Good choice, okay. PG. Rolling.
Well, we started off with ABC, and a lot of the album, The Lexicon of Love, was a huge international hit in 1982, and a lot of its success was down to the production by Trevor Horn, who was originally in the Buggles. Video Killed the Radio Star. He was one of the Buggles.
Yeah.
And then he went in, he was mostly a producer, and he was really the go-to producer in the 1980s.
I think we could sing that song too, couldn't we?
Video Killed the Radio Star. In 1979, though.
Oh, we're not allowed to sing that?
No.
Okay. But
although it was number 1 still in January 1980.
Video Killed the Radio Star. Which is interesting.
But radio is still here. We're radio stars.
Yeah, and that's the. We'll ignore that one. That's the interesting thing about video as well, because video's come and gone since then, hasn't
it?
L'idea video era questa grande invenzione, no?
Yeah.
The video recorder. Now it's come and it's gone.
Remember, there was Beta and VHS. And all those people, Beta came out first, and all those people got the first video machines, and they were Beta,
and they weren't compatible.
And everything else then came out on VHS.
That's
so
right.
you had these huge machines which you couldn't watch any movies on.
Yeah, I remember buying a video in America and then bringing it back to the UK, and it wasn't compatible. It was Zorro, actually.
There
you go.
I lost.
No, stiamo
sorry.
parlando dei videocassette che beta e VHS che non erano compatibili. C'erano questi due sistemi di video. Sylvie doesn't remember.
It's before her time.
Before her time.
No,
You
infatti io
bright
sono nata
young
già con
thing.
i video.
After.
When I was young,
Yeah.
the video was just exist.
Okay.
Now, if you're interested in 80s music, and it was a particularly exciting time in British pop music, it was the beginning of new pop. So
Yeah.
after punk, pop music sort of took on that kind of sort of energy and excitement of punk.
It still has that kind of lightness about
Exactly,
it. Plonky,
and
plonky, plonky, tinky, tinky, tinky.
And Simon Reynolds wrote about this. There's a great book called "Rip It Up and Start Again," and he spends a lot of time, spends a chapter talking about Trevor Horn. And Trevor Horn set up this label called ZTT, and one of their acts was this band, Propaganda.
Propaganda.
And their song "Jewel" is just one of my favorite pop songs of the 80s. And here it is, Propaganda.
A one, a two,
With
one,
Jewel.
2, 3, go.
Hurt by envy,
Avete ascoltato Radio Stella Città News.
Welcome back to Small Talk on our Pop-tastic 80s Friday. Before the news, that was Propaganda from the album A Secret Wish from 1985 and the song Jewel. Do you remember that, Sophie?
To tell you the truth, I don't remember that. I remember some of the bigger ones that people are sending through. We've had through a couple of other songs, haven't we? Who was that?
Allora, wrote Personal Jesus, Depeche Mode.
Oh, great song. Great song. Thank you, Maurizio, for that, because it's a great choice. And there is a great version. Maurizio, check this out. Go on to YouTube and find Johnny Cash's version of Personal Jesus. It is fantastic.
Good. Poi also Christina wrote We Are the World.
We are the rich, we are the famous.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a classic. That was a classic.
E Silvano wrote about an Italian singer.
Oh, good.
Good. That is my favorite.
Because, you know, lots of great 80s pop in Italy.
Vasco Rossi con
Of course.
C'è chi dice no.
Okay.
C'è chi dice no. C'è chi dice no.
Sylvia's rendition of that.
So get on to our Facebook page, Radio Stella Città, and tell us what are your favourite songs from the 80s. We're focusing on British pop, especially new pop, and next week we're going to look at American pop.
Yeah, there were also some other... There's pop, yeah, we're focusing on British pop because there were also some really big singers like the Smiths and Billy Bragg in that period. That's what I remember from my university days.
The more sort of indie alternative stuff.
That's right, a bit less poppy, but they really did mark my experience. And Frankie Goes to Hollywood as well.
Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Trevor Horn, again, perhaps the big success. And the story goes that Frankie Goes to Hollywood, fairly standard, you know, pub rock band, go into the studio with Trevor Horn and they create Welcome to the Pleasure Dome. He totally reinvented Relax. Apparently the song was completely different. And none of the apart from Holly Johnson, who sang the vocals, and none of the other band members actually played on the single. It was all invented in the studio.
Oh, really?
By Trevor Horn.
Oh,
yes.
there you go. Good old Trevor.
Yeah.
Well done, Trev.
Yeah.
So talking about the 80s, talking about general optimism and some very strange fashion as well.
Now, Sophie, you were talking before about hair flicks and shoulder pads. Did you sport a hair flick and shoulder pads?
No, I didn't. I never had flicks. No, maybe I had flicks in the 70s, but I used to back comb my hair.
Oh, so you had high hair.
Big hair.
You had big hair.
Well, everybody did, you know. Yeah, so why not?
Did you look like Melanie Griffith in Working Girl?
I wish I did, but no, I didn't. A provincial version of, no doubt. Flicks, leg warmers.
Leg warmers, yes. Yeah. Which, you know, Jane Fonda started that.
That's right, with Jane Fonda's Workout.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Olivia Newton-John.
And Olivia Newton-John with Physical, 1981.
Yeah, leg warmers did try to come back in, actually, a few years ago. Leg warmer, riscalda gamba. Ooh, what a translation.
Riscalda gamba.
No, Sylvia's...
You know those woolen things you put on your legs?
You know the ballet dancers who would always wear those
Scalda muscoli.
Scalda muscoli, there you go.
Scalda muscoli.
There you go.
And flesh dance.
Leg warmer.
Leg warmer.
Yeah.
Leg warmer.
It warms the legs.
Oh.
Yeah.
And Flesh Dance. Well, Flesh Dance, 1983.
Yeah.
Huge hit at the cinema, and with Jennifer Beals in her leg warmers.
That's right.
And very little else.
Leg warmers, and also, do you remember fingerless gloves?
Fingerless gloves. Boy George.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Boy George.
Boy George does look a bit like Bondi, actually, doesn't he? The Italian politician. They have shown this similarity between them.
Yeah. I don't know who's more insulted by that.
What are you telling? Mi sono persa.
Ok, stavamo parlando dei guanti senza le dita, fingerless
Io
gloves.
ce li ho. I have it.
You've got them.
Yes,
Very
I like very much because I can smoke without problem.
Okay.
Without setting fire to your hand.
That's the only logic for those. They're designed for smokers. Fatto per i fumatori, perché
Secondo me
no non hanno proprio senso.
No, perché ti cadono le punte delle dita per il freddo e il gelo.
That's right. Yeah. It doesn't make sense at all.
So we're here on Small Talk. Please send us in what are your favourite songs from the 80s. I read today on Facebook there is this compilation CD in the UK called Now That's What I Call Music. It is 30 years old today.
Oh my giddy aunt, as they say.
Yeah. So this
Wow.
compilation, which collected all the hit singles of the time of the 3 or 4. I think there were about 3 or 4 every year of this compilation.
Yeah.
CD would come out, or our vinyl back in those days, and started in 1983.
Wow.
So happy birthday! Now that's what I call music. 30 years old today.
Yeah, I mean, Sean, you're the great music.
Happy birthday, è nata in quell'anno? No. Yeah. You are the... It was born in that year's happy birthday. Which version?
No.
Vedi? Allora mi sono persa.
No. We're talking about a compilation album called Now That's What I Call Music.
Yeah, ok.
That's because Sylvia's been on Facebook, you see. She's on
Yeah.
Facebook again. Noi abbiamo questi studenti in studio che non si concentrano mai perché sei sempre su Facebook.
Sono le
She's on Facebook. She's going,
in chat.
she says, those English teachers are talking about all this old music, which I don't know anything
No.
No.
Shall we have some more old music?
Let's have some more old, golden oldies.
Oh, this is the kings of the new romantic. Well, I don't know. It was sort of, with Duran Duran or Spandau Ballet. Were you a Durani or were you more the Spandau boys?
Both. I like them both. Yeah. Democratic. Two
Yeah.
kings.
Two kings. Well, here they are, Spandau Ballet from the album True from 1982, and this is Communication.
It's coming.
Communication always leaves me incomplete. The grass is green, but it's gone beneath my feet. Love inspiration is a message on the way, but I have left it in the words you'll never see. Communication let me down, and I'm left here. Communication let me down, and I'm left here. I'm left here tell me, but it's always second hand. Women got me told, but no rendezvous been planned. Dictate or really, I could send it to your home. Return to sender, I could sing it down the phone. Communication let me down, but I'm left here. Communication let me down, but I'm left here.
Well, that is old music, isn't it? Sorry if you're picking up the distortion on that.
It's very old.
It's very old. It was the old. It's a crackly. It's not even crackly old vinyl. That's actually from a digital file.
That was more like mental torture, actually.
It
Una po' di
was.
tortura mentale lì, psicologico per le povere persone che sono in macchina e sento già sono stressate.
Exactly.
Noise.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Sì, c'era qualcosa che non andava con la registrazione. Never mind. Sorry about that. Yeah, but they don't really sound like that, do
They don't really sound like they're underwater.
No.
No.
Sembra che sono andati in una centrifuga nella lavatrice.
La
Qualcosa.
centrifuga. Which is the name? Centrifuga?
The spin dryer.
Spin dryer.
Spin dryer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And new words. Ding ding.
Spin dryer.
Spin dryer.
Spin dryer. That's it. Okay, poor old Spandau Ballet.
Poor Spandau Ballet.
Yeah.
Movies. What movies do you remember from the 80s?
Ooh, was this Saturday Night Fever? Was that 70s or the 80s?
1977 Saturday Night
77,
Fever.
but we did feel the effects of it, didn't they? 80s, let me think. Was that Room with a View, E.M. Forster?
Room with a View, yes, that was
Yeah.
1986.
Okay.
Oh, in the North 18th.
80s, yeah, Room with a View. Camera con una vista, che era ambientato anche in Italia. Helena Bonham Carter. That was a classic.
What about all the Brat Pack films?
Oh, go on then. Give us some names.
16 Candles, The Breakfast Club, Pretty in Pink,
Go on.
St Elmo's Fire.
Missed them all.
Really?
Yeah, missed them all.
No, it was a big part of my 80s. John Hughes, great director. Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Okay, yeah. That was
Ferris
classic.
Bueller's Day Off, Weird Science. Writer, director, producer. Produced a whole lot of films in the sort of mid 80s, featuring actress Molly Ringwald. And it was about teenagers and high schools and sort of the problems of growing up, and then or sort of just after and going to university.
Yeah.
And he the soundtrack to generally all these films was stuffed full of great British pop music.
Just a minute, I'm going to stop you there. Soundtrack, Sylvia.
Yes. We have more information.
Soundtrack. What's a soundtrack? Testing. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Is she concentrating or is she chatting on Facebook?
But soundtrack is the same.
Is it? Ah, really?
Colonna sonora.
Colonna sonora, okay.
Okay, but you use soundtrack, do you, in Italian?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. That's
a lot
easy.
of soundtrack.
Colonna
sonora.
Just wondered about that. Anyway, sorry to rudely interrupt you there.
So, Breakfast Club, but Don't You Forget About Me, Simple Minds.
Okay.
Huge hit from that film.
Don't you
and
forget about me.
Pretty in Pink. Pretty in Pink, there was Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark, If You Leave.
Blimey, yeah.
And that had the Smiths on it, and it had Deco and the Bunnymen. So it was a time where British new pop was sort of conquering everywhere and was particularly used in American cinema, American teen cinema.
What would be the secret to this British creativity for music in that period, I wonder? I would think maybe a theory is that so many young kids had bands in the garage, for example, in the club, in the pub. Yeah, and there were loads of gigs. I remember when I was at university, we were always going to gigs, and there were always people forming bands. Was that happening in Italy too? C'è questa tendenza per i ragazzi di mettere insieme, fare un gruppo, fare la banda
e suonare nei locali.
Yeah,
in a lot of places where they can maybe. Sometimes they can give money for the exhibition, maybe sometimes if they are lucky. But it's usually
for the gig.
Gig.
That's the word.
In New Zealand in the 1980s, there was this band going around Auckland called Roman Antics.
Okay, what were they up to?
And
because of Facevano.
And the lead singer was Russell Crowe.
Wow.
Russell Crowe?
Yeah.
Wow, fancy that.
Yeah.
Russell Crowe was in a band.
Yeah,
and the name of the band was
Roman Antics, and it's kind of ironic that later he wins an Academy Award for being in a film called Gladiator.
There's a Roman theme there. He's doing a new film now, isn't he? Isn't there something coming out? Non esce un nuovo film con Russell Crowe? Noah, that's
Noah.
it. Yeah,
even information.
yeah. Look out now. Coming to
we've got lots of comments. Okay, listeners.
Sì, yeah.
Go on.
Diego from Colombia, say hello. Ciao, Diego.
Hello,
Ciao.
Diego.
Hola,
Diego.
Hola, Diego. When the streets have no names.
You too.
How can we forget you too?
The Joshua Tree.
Oh God, Joshua! I've been to Joshua Tree as well. That's kind of a deserty place in California or somewhere in America anyway.
Somewhere in America. Yeah.
But I've been there.
Don't ask Sophie for directions if you are in America.
I watched the stars, man. I watched the stars in Joshua Tree.
Where the streets have no name. Good choice.
Good choice,
What
Diego.
else?
What else? No more. Maybe
no
they
more,
are
no more.
eating.
And there was that great film that came out from you. Was it Rattle and Hum?
Rattle and Hum.
I saw that in North Hollywood as well. There you go. I'm doing a bit of name dropping here.
Yeah.
Oh God, so cool, man.
Are you sure it was North Hollywood and not sort of San Diego
or
somewhere?
West Hampstead or Greenwich or something like that. Yes, it was. Mi sta prendendo in giro, Sean.
Ecco.
Per la mia geografia. Where are we? Dove siamo? Cina? No? Oh no, Civitavecchia, sorry. Yeah.
Civitavecchia, Cina. Sophie, it's Friday.
I think we need another song while Sophie gets her bearings.
Let me get my compass out.
I think Sophie would it be better for Sophie. Cina, Civitavecchia.
Shall we have some orchestral maneuvers in the dark? Some OMD.
Yeah.
If You Leave.
If You Leave.
If You Leave. This is from Pretty in Pink. Great film from 1986. If You Leave.
to make it last. I touch you once, I touch you twice. I won't let go at any price. I need you now, like I need you then. You always said we'd still be friends someday. If you leave, I won't cry, I won't waste one single day. But if you leave, don't look back, I'll be running the other way. 7 years went under the bridge, like time standing still. Heaven knows what happens now. You gotta say you will. I touch you once, I touch you twice. I won't let go at any price. I need you now, like I need you then. You always said we'd meet again. I touch you once, I touch you twice. I won't let go at any price. I need you now, like I need you then. You always said we'd still be friends. I touch you once, I touch you twice. I won't let go at any price. I need you now, like I need you then. You always said we'd meet again someday.
Nostalgia. Orchestral maneuvers in the dark. OMD. If You Leave, from the soundtrack album Pretty in Pink. John Hughes, bless him, he died in 2009, but for a generation of people, he was the 80s. He was our high school and our first university years.
What about in New Zealand? Did you got all the British music over there? Or
Got all the British music, and we got a lot of the American music as well. One of the things I noticed when I moved to Britain was you didn't always get the range of American music, which we were sort of exposed to. We sort of got quite a lot of both.
Yeah.
We tended to get it a little bit later. For example, The Human League, Don't You Want Me, was number one sort of over Christmas, wintertime 1981, beginning January 1982.
Yeah.
And the single got released in New Zealand like May 1982.
Because it took them that long to get there by boat, probably, didn't it?
Well, yeah. Well, most of the albums, there were some sort of printed up in New Zealand. A lot came from Australia, but sort of rights and things, it took a lot longer then, and sort of for different territories, and so it tended to be American music we would get pretty much at the same time, but British music, I think, tended to come a bit later. Also, too, I think, because New Zealand was quite a small market, they weren't always sure if certain British bands would sell. For example, the Blue Nile We're huge in New Zealand, but we're seen as a very small, obscure sort of band in Britain.
Well, times are different now. I mean, with British music, it comes straight over to Italy as well.
Yeah. It's really different.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, in the 80s, did the music immediately become popular in Italy, or was Italy have more of its own Italian music scene?
No, I think that c'era sia musica propria nostra italiana che influenze dagli altri paesi. Sicuramente la comunicazione era diversa, Sofì.
Infatti.
Adesso è possibile perché comunichiamo con tutto il mondo, mentre prima rimaneva un pochino più difficile. Però l'influenza comunque l'Italia ce l'ha sempre avuta, sia dall'America che dall'Inghilterra.
Right. We were just laughing now. We're talking about all those things from the 80s as well. The filofax. Do you remember filofax?
I still have a filofax.
Have you really?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, do you use it?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. It was like the thing of the yuppies as well.
Well, exactly, yuppies, and the first mobile phones, these sort of really huge brick-like things.
That's right. Yeah.
And the braces. There was the whole the film Wall Street, which Michael Douglas won the Academy Award for. With it had the big thick braces
on. What are they called in Italian? Braces. Braces are the.
Sono le cose lo so le bretelle.
Braces.
Not at all. Non c'era un per niente. Le bretelle. Braces.
Questa la sapevo.
Yeah, elasticated. Yeah. Also elasticated belts. Le cinture elasticate.
Oh yeah. Those different and those really pale pink, pale pinks and pale mint colours. There were all those pastel colours for for men. Men started wearing pastel polo shirts and pastel socks.
That's right. Okay,
there's some things we don't want to go back to.
No, let's forget that.
It's nearly time to go. Tell us what's happening at the school, Sophie.
Well, we're starting new IELTS courses. Per quelli che stanno pensando di fare gli esami certificati, stiamo iniziando nuovi corsi per IELTS. Allora, se avete intenzione di andare all'università all'estero, o siete partendo per Londra come tanti per lavorare o per studiare, noi stiamo iniziando nuovi corsi di IELTS. Okay, so you can come and ask me at the school.
When are they starting?
The course is going to be starting in January. Okay, so you've got time now to come and ask for information. So that's Bennett Languages via Palmiro Togliatti. That's Palazzo CGL. Or you can go on the site www.bennettlanguages.com.
Da Sofì iniziano i corsi a gennaio. Forza!
Go!
Go per imparare l'inglese e andare a vivere in Inghilterra. Magari bravi se lo fate.
40,000 Italians I saw yesterday. 40,000 Italians in London. 40.000 italiani a Londra.
L'ho sentito.
Ma credo che forse non c'è più bisogno di imparare inglese, perché vai lì e parli in italiano a questo punto.
Certo, sì.
I don't know. No, that's not true.
Okay.
Well, that's all we've got time for on our Poptastic Friday. We'll be back next week with Poptastic 80s US style, but we're leaving you today with Scritti Politti, who do our theme tune. This is Scritti Politti from Cupid and Psyche 85 from 1985 and Absolute.
And that's goodbye from me, Sophie Bennett.
And from me, Sean Bell.
And from Sylvia.
È vero, ciao!
Sono le 14:00.